Hi there. I think hopefully you can hear me. Um, this is Kimberly Steele. I am coming to you live from my home, and my home is in Illinois, and I am going to sing you some Orphic hymns. These are a form of musical prayers. They are actually ancient poetry from Greece, and I have added to them my own compositions in the form of folk songs because whatever music they used to have has been lost. I always appreciate that if anyone is to tune in, please say something in the chat. It helps me test the chat, which doesn't always work. And also, it just tells me that I have sound, because I don't always have sound. I'm not the biggest techie around. Okay, so I am going to begin today with the Orphic hymn to Helios. And the Orphic hymn to Helios is also known as the Orphic hymn to the sun. Hear, golden Titan, whose eternal light with broads of fame illumines all the sky, self-born, unwearied in diffusing light, and to all eyes the mirror of delight, Lord of the seasons with thy fiery car, and leaping coursers beaming light from far, with thy right hand the source of morning light, and with thy left the father of the night, agile and vigorous, venerable sun, fiery and bright around the heavens you run, foe to the wicked but the good man's guide, o'er all his steps propitious you preside, with various found in gold and large as thine, to fill the world with harmony divine, Father of ages, guide of prosperous steeds, the world's commander, born by lucid steeds, mortal drove all searching, bearing light, source of existence, pure and fiery bright, great eye of nature and the starry skies, doomed with immortal flames to set and rise, dispensing justice, lover of the stream, the world's great despot, over all supreme, faithful defender and the eye of right, of steeds the ruler and of life the light, with bounding before fiery steeds you guide, when in the car of day you glorious ride, propitious sun these mystic flavors shine, and bless thy suppliants with a life divine. Thank you. That was the Orphic hymn to Helios, or the sun. Great to see you, Jasper and Kaiden. That is where I can see you here. Yes, thank you. I am really delighted to see you here, and I'm glad that the reverb helps. I really prefer the sound of it with reverb. I just think it helps the vocal along, and the guitar too. So anyway, I would like to play one for you, the Athena song. I'm going to play that one now. And then if you have any requests of them that you'd like to hear today, let me know. Blessed and fierce, who joys in caves to rove, O warlike Pallas, whose much to the wicked, wisdom to the good. The melon, the heart to all thine, fanatic much form, dragoness divine. Warlike and giants rise to war, the course is driving with destruction down. Sprung from the head of Job, a splendid mien, purger of evils, a victorious queen. Hear me, O goddess, when I pray, with supplicating voice both night and day. And in my latest hour, give peace and health, propitious times and necessary wealth, and ever present be thy poetry's aid. Oh, much implored our spirit provide made. Thank you. That is the Orphic hymn to Athena. And I'm just reading the, I like the emojis of the little scale and the owl. Oh, that's awesome. I will definitely raise prayers to Athena for you too, as you work on school things. Oh my goodness. Those are, yeah, that's tough stuff. And for myself, as I'm working on scoring the Orphic hymns, I've scored, meaning, what do I mean by scored? It sounds like I'm a sportswoman, which I'm certainly not. Making into sheet music. I have made some of them into lead sheets, as you guys know, but I think I've uploaded 3 of them where they're scored in full for harp, for early intermediate harp, or actually really more like beginner / intermediate. It's really not too bad. And I've scored them also with the guitar and with voice. So if you're interested in those are available at my sheet music store online, which is through arrangeme.com, but it's at I think it's pretty much at 2 different stores. Sheet Music Plus is the one where it's kind of guaranteed to be. All right. Yeah, you know what, Kaiden, I just tend to be one of those weird personalities where I enjoy tedium to a certain degree. There's something about routine and tedium that appeals to me as a human. It's soothing, I guess. And I find working on them can be sometimes a bit painful, but I just love working on them. I do. And I love working on, arranging music. No, nothing's on the stove. Thank you. No, I actually figured that out. I already ate, so we're good. I had soup for lunch, which did require the stove, but I just had to reheat it, so it wasn't terrible. All right. And I made sushi last night, so I had some of that too. I eat like a queen, really. All right, so Jupiter, I feel like I need to do him because he's one of the ones that I've recently scored. So he is next, Jove or Jupiter. I feel like I'm out of tune. That might help. All right, this is the Orphic hymn to Jupiter. O Jove, much honored, Jove, supremely great, to thee our holy rites we consecrate. our prayers and expiations, King divine, for all things to produce with ease through my design. Hence Mother Earth and mountains swelling high proceed the deep and all within the sky. Saturnian King descending from above, magnanimous commanding scepter Jove. All parent, principle, and end of all, whose power almighty shapes this earthly ball. Even nature trembles at thy mighty nod, loud sounding, armed with lightning, thundering God. Source of abundance, purifying King, of various bone from whom all nature spring. Propitious, hear my prayer, give blameless health, with peace divine and necessary wealth. All right, and I hope that prayer goes to Jove for you, with hopes for necessary wealth, which is, I take that to mean not necessarily getting everything you want, but getting everything you need. All right, and I was just reading that chat. Yes. Interesting. I'm going to meditate on that statement, Kaiden. Jupiter is kind of a weather station for the galaxy. Interesting. That's very deep, and I'm going to save that one mentally. All right. Now I'm going to move on to Hera. This is one of two songs to Hera. She's one of the few where she's got two songs, and this is the second one that I had written for her, so I'm going to sing that now. Majestic mien, aerial form, Jove's blessed queen, throned in the bosom of cerulean air. The race of mortals is thy constant care. The cooling gales alone thy power inspires, which nourish all life, which every life desires. Mother of clouds and winds, from thee alone, producing all manner of things, mortal life is known. Swelling sea and rolling rivers roar when shook by thee. All nature share thy temperament divine, and universe Thank you so much. That was the Orphic hymn to Hera. All right. Yes, trying to do my best today in the singing, trying to put the effort into it. Sometimes it takes more effort than others. Yes, they do. I mean, I am very grateful for electronics because I would not be reaching you today without them, clearly. But yes, they can be very disrupting, I guess you could say. No pics for the Instagram. Yeah, I have an Instagram. It's called The Life of Kimberly Steele. It's mainly just photos of me hiking, or it's not, I'm not actually one of those Instagrammers where I take a lot of selfies. I'm just not into that. Do you really want to see how much, what I look like when I sweat, hiking around? It's not entertaining. And I'm really not into Instagram so much, but there's some beautiful photos from my hikes around this area. So that's there. So The Life of Kimberly Steele on Instagram. Sometimes I put music things on there, but usually no. I'm a bad Instagrammer. I'm just a bad social media person in general. Okay, I'd like to sing one of the very unusual, unusual, how weird is it? It's not so bad. I want to sing one of the Demeters for you. It's one of the only ones I can claim total credit for because it has no words. And it's interesting with this one because it's the only one in the particular key it's in, and it also has no words. And the middle section is improvised. It's always improvised. So there's that. Thank you. All right, that was the Orphic hymn to Demeter, one of three. All right, I'm gonna sing, let me think. No, you guys tend to request the Orphic hymn to Aphrodite, so I will sing her. And thank you for the compliments of my garden. I should put more garden photos and more cat photos. The cat photos, got tons. I actually trained both of my cats, Shadow and Ash, my indoor ones. I've got okay, I'll explain. I have 3 outdoor ferals. They're all very friendly. It is kind of unusual. They all let me touch them. And one lets me handle him to the point where I can even give him, medication if necessary. The other ones aren't quite so docile, but I've got 3 ferals, and their names are Miss Piggy and Tommy and Silhouette, and Silhouette's a boy. And then my indoor ones, I have Shadow and Ashley. Ashley's a boy, and so Shadow and Ashley are both boys. And the boys on the inside both know how to fetch. I train them how to fetch their little toys and bring them back to me. And the next thing is probably training them on a lead and, walking them around on that and so forth. So yeah, it's definitely not the easiest thing to train a cat, but mine are particularly smart, and cats are very smart. They are, And they're very loyal. I think a lot of people misunderstand cats. They don't realize how friendly they really are and how emotional. They're very much like dogs. I know people think that cats are like the opposite of dogs, and that, you know, there's this stereotype of cats are really independent. Not mine. Not mine. Even my outer ones follow me around. It's probably because I was a cat in a previous life. Many times, actually. And this goes out with prayers for your companion animals. This is the Orphic hymn to Aphrodite. Heavenly, illustrious, loving queen, sea-born, night-loving, of an awful mean, crafty from whom necessity first came, producing nightly all-connecting dame. 'Tis thine the will with harmony to join, for all things spring from thee, O power divine. The triple fates are ruled by thy decree, all productions you like to lead. Whatever the heavens encircling all contain, earth for producing and the stormy main. This way confesses and obeys thy nod, awful attendant of the broom, O God. Goddess of marriage, charming to the sight, mother of love's banqueting's delight, source of persuasion, secret favoring queen, lustrous parent and unseen, spouse of Perkle and a many inclined, prolific, most decide, life-giving kind, great scepter bearer of the gods, 'tis thine. Mortals necessary bands to join, and every tribe of savage monsters die, in magic chains to bind through mad desire. Cypress born unto my prayer incline, whether exalted in the heavens you shine. Please, it's in his temple to reside. Oh, the Egyptian plains that carved to guide, fashioned of gold, and near its sacred flood, fertile and bound to fix thy blessed abode. Or in rejoicing in the azure shores, near the sea where foaming billows roars, the circling choirs of mortals that delight, beautifulness with thy cerulean bright. Please, my dusty banks renown of old, to drive thy rapid to your car of gold, or if in Cyprus with thy mother fair. Oh, Mary, women praise thee every year, and beautiful virgins in the chorus join. Dawn is pure to sing and thee divine. Come all attractive to my prayer incline. For thee I call, holy reverent mind. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to read this wonderful message from Jasper. You have outdoor ferals? Nice pancake awe. Oh, how cute. They sound adorable. Yeah, you know what? You know that they're kind of more domesticated when they start calling for you, because usually that's a really sort of thing. I don't think cats really meow around each other as much as they do around people. It's kind of their way of talking to us. Ashley, my little guy, he kind of sings when he talks. He's like, ah, you know, like that sort of thing. I shouldn't have done that. I could wake them up. I like it when they go down for their naps in the afternoon. And that's what's going on right now. They're sleeping it off. All right, I'm gonna sing just a couple more unless you have requests. So just let me know if you do. This is going to be the Orphic hymn to Hermes, and then I'll sing Apollo. All right, even though I cannot hear you, I hope that you'll tap along. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 is the rhythm of this. And I had so much fun playing this at an open mic about a month ago. And I might go back. It could happen. I don't know. I was shocked that anyone liked these. I played Hermes and Apollo and Aphrodite and Hestia and Cerealia Demeter, believe it or not. And people actually really liked it. And during Hermes and Apollo, the drummer, the resident drummer came up and he was drumming along to it. And there was a young woman on hand drums as well. And the audience was, people were dancing. It was really wild. So yeah, really, really surprise reception for Orphic hymns, right? All right, so this is Hermes. Hermes, draw near, and to my prayer incline. Angel of Jove, at my son divine, prefect of contest, ruler of mankind, with heart almighty and a prudent mind, with celestial messenger, various skill, whose powerful art could watchful Argus kill. With winged feet, 'tis thine to the air to go, so friend of man and prophet of discourse, great light supporter to rejoice is thine, in arts gymnastic and in fraud divine, with power in tune, all language to explain, of care the loosener and the source of gain. And contains a blameless peace, the rod Corusian, blessed profitable God of very speech, whose aid and works we find, and in necessities to mortals kind, dire weapon of the tongue, which men revere, be present Hermes, and thy suppliant here, since my works conclude my life with peace, give graceful speech and memories increase. Thank you so much. That was the Orphic hymn to Hermes. And now I'll close with the Orphic hymn to Apollo, unless you have other requests. All right, I want to just move a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right, and I hope you will pray for me. I have a secret musical project that seems to be happening right now, and I can't reveal that secret until it really starts coming together more, but I hope you will pray for the success of my secret musical project to Apollo, because he's probably the one to whom I should appeal, I believe. So, all right, so this is the Orphic hymn to Apollo. And yes, this also goes with prayers for your health and for the health of the people who are on the prayer list. Toonsmith, he's an Eka Sophia commenter, and he's made a prayer list. And what's amazing is how well it seems to have worked for a lot of people on it. I know a lot of people were in kind of really bad situations. This one person who goes by the name of Slink, I guess he was riding his bike and he totally broke his leg in a really bad way. And as we all know, it's not exactly the best time to go to the hospitals right now. So yeah, he seems to have come out okay, and there's been a couple of others on the list who seem to have come out okay. I think a disproportionate number. So yeah, if you're in dire straits, definitely look for that list. Every time JMG, John Michael Greer, makes a post, Toonsmith tends to also post the prayer list. So definitely get on it if you need it. Blessed be and come for push to my prayer. Let's just pound my feet and try to revere. Slayer of tears, God of health, like oil famous fruit, the source of wealth. Spermatic golden light, the field from thee receives its constant rich fertility. Titanic runes, million I sing, Python destroying hollowed, Delphine king, noble and lovely, the muse's head, rural light bearer, armed with arrows tread, Bahar running back into full and divine, by far diffused, course oblique is thine. O Delhian king, whose light producing eye views all within, all beneath the sky, whose locks are gold, whose oracles are sure, whose almost good reveals the precepts pure. Hear me entreating for the humankind, hear and be present with benignant mind. For thou surveys this boundless ether all, and every part this terrestrial ball, abundant and blessed, the piercing sight extends beneath the gloomy silent night, beyond the darkness starry-eyed profound, the stable roots deep fixed by thee are found. The world's wide bounds all flourishing are thine, the self-source and the and divine. 'Tis thine all nature's music to inspire, with various sounding harmonizing lyre. Now thou tumpt the last string, sweet accord, divinely sounding now the highest chord. Immortal golden line, now touched by thee, receives adoring and melody. Nature strives to thee the different soul, changing seasons from thy music flow, hence mixed by thee in equal parts advance the summer and winter in alternate dance. This claims the highest and that the lowest string, the Dorian measure tunes the lovely spring. Hence by mankind and royal to more named, emitting whistling winds to Syrinx famous sense to that care. The Venus is consigned, stamps the world with forms of every kind. He may blessed power and in these rites rejoice, and save thy mystics with sublime voice. All right, thank you. That was the Orphic Hymn to Apollo. That goes out with wishes for a happy Sunday and with health and well-being to your companion animals and yourself and your families, and as well as hopefully secret prayers to Apollo for my secret project. Maybe not so secret prayers, Kimberly Steele. Secret project. We got that one. All right. So I hope you guys have a good one. And I'll probably see you next week. I don't know. I've been busy. Gonna go read some Ogham over on my blog, kimberlysteele.dreamwith, WIDTH, dreamwith.org if you're interested. I just do divinations for people, as you guys know. You can ask anonymously; that is no problem. And I don't look up the addresses, meaning like the IP addresses. So I don't even know where you're coming from unless you tell me. All right, so thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one, and see you next week.